I'm Nora Maligmat with Agility Search. Welcome to Hiring Tip Tuesday. This week, we're talking about leadership planning for charter schools as you prepare for next year. If you haven't done it already, you're going to want to get there. If you lead or serve on a board of a charter school or charter network, now's the time to start thinking about your executive search, succession pipelines, other talent risks before things become urgent. A little bit about who Agility is and why this matters. Agility Search, we specialize in helping charter schools and charter school networks identify and place senior leaders, whether new CEOs, head of school, other key system level roles. We also support boards with transition planning and talent strategy. Okay, let's talk about market, industry context, and a little bit of data. I wanted to present some key facts for you all to keep in mind as you are in your planning stage. So, looking at National Alliance for Public Charter Schools report, more than half of current charter school leaders are projected to leave the industry within 5 to 10 years, largely due to retirement or career shifts. Also, Charter School Growth Fund notes that founding CEOs in charter networks typically serve for about 14 years. What does that mean? Many networks are due for a leadership transition. So, this means that talent pipelines for charter schools are not as robust. They're in high demand. I want to present some things that charter leaders should be doing right now. There's some critical steps that you want to begin now as part of your planning calendar. The first would be to assess the current leadership pipeline that you have internally and also role clarity. So think about who is looking to stay, who might leave, what does your internal bench look like? Then you want to define the leadership role that you need and put together a candidate profile. So for executive or network level searches, align what you need in the next leader and how that role may differ from the current one. Next, you'll want to design or refresh your search process. So that means put together your timeline, your search committee, criteria for success, and what's your budget. And then also decide if you're going to use a search firm like Agility, or maybe you'll handle the search internally. For your board, ensure that your board understands its role in the search. It is the most important thing that they will be tasked to do in their role. So just make sure that they have capacity to oversee it and they're feeling good about the transition. Transition and planning and onboarding, don't just focus on bringing on the new leader. Let's have a plan on how to hand over, how to transition the work. Think about 30, 60, 90. Also think about how cultural continuity is going to be maintained. And lastly, talent pipeline and succession. Look beyond the one hire. Who's next? Who will you need to develop internally? And what does your leadership bench look like for next year, but also beyond? So start thinking now about the current role, but also future. Avoid being reactive in the summertime when school is gearing up and everything is feeling really urgent. So I have a couple goodies for you to help you move from thinking to action. So I'm going to make available two pretty key documents. One is a CEO search and selection toolkit. If you haven't seen it, Charter School Growth Fund put it out. It's a resource uh, developed for charter school networks. Check it out. It's really robust, really helpful. And then Agility Search's own leadership transition playbook will also be linked. That is our step-by-step resource to guide your board and leadership team through the planning process. So those will be in the comments. Feel free to download them, share them with your board, use them in your planning retreat or upcoming board meeting. So here's what you can do right now. Download the playbook and toolkit at your next board or senior leadership meeting. Schedule that leadership planning checkpoint on the calendar. Also, comment below the video with maybe a leadership or talent question you're grappling with, and I'll respond. And who knows, maybe we'll feature it in the next Hiring Tip Tuesday. Okay, so thank you so much for your time. I hope this was helpful as you shift from planning reactively to leading more proactively. Until next Tuesday, I'm Nora Maligmat from Agility Search. Take care.